presentation we'll be having about K-shares in Nigeria. I think there have been several presentations going on around, but this is the very first one we're having as a team here in Nigeria. So I would want to just quickly explain to you what K-shares is all about and how you can begin to earn. So tonight I officially welcome you all to this first K-shares presentation. My name is Odeyemi Inka, and I'm going to be your host for tonight, and also in subsequent presentations like this, as we are going to be having this happening every day. So we want to encourage you to invite as many people that you possibly talk to, and it seems as if they still don't get what you are saying. You can just invite them to this Zoom meeting. The link might likely be the same that we're going to be using all through, so that you can always easily share it to your friends and families to join us on this meeting. I've been into this online marketing and digital marketing for quite a while now. So when it has to do with online business, it's field, and I easily get to know about compliance, and it becomes so easy for me to actually also explain to people. So tonight I want to talk about K-shares. What is K-shares? K-shares is basically one of the basic unit programs that has been designed by the Kcg Group. It is a participatory investment and incentive program. Let me just break the English down so that it won't be a little bit complex for everybody. What that basically means is that K-shares is a two-in-one program. Number one, you can join and play your part or play your role of meeting up with the requirements, and you'll be earning every day. And number two is an incentive program, because you can also make huge incomes if you decide to build your confidence in it, trust the system, and spread the word about K-shares, and huge referral bonuses also too from this program. So those are the basic two ways you earn from this program. So K-shares also too is a semi-smart contract where the pool is absolutely transparent, and the shares, income, and expenditures are publicly displayed on a daily basis. Basically, it is self-sustaining because nothing is shared outside the daily income. Considering the aforementioned, there are no worries of sustainability threats. What that basically means is that in K-shares, the fear of these people not going to run with my money is not there. Why? Because the system doesn't outpay itself more than necessary. What I mean by that is that the system only pays what it gets in. Its withdrawals or its outflows would not at any point in time exceed its inflows. So when you have a business strategy or a business plan or a compensation plan that is built around that composition, it builds a level of confidence in you that there's nothing that can happen to the system except for some unimaginary factors that we don't pray for. But if it's within the confines of this compensation plan, this system can last for as long as it wants, because the system doesn't pay more than what it receives. So it's from what it receives, it distributes out as daily percentage to all persons that are qualified to earn. And it's also from what it receives on a daily basis that it also shares out also to on the part of the referral earnings bonuses aspect of the business. So the system is self-sustaining. The system can be here for as long as we want, because the part of withdrawals exceeding deposit is not allowed here. The withdrawals will always be within the reach of what is available in the system. So that's what this part is talking about, that is sustainable. You don't have fear of whether it's going to collapse tomorrow. No, it's not a Ponzi scheme. Scheme have fear of, that one is more like first come, first serve. The first persons that are on top, that are quickly get all the bulk of the money, are the ones that make money. Those that are coming behind are always left behind too, because they are coming late, and by that time they will have shared all the deposits to the relevant people that are on top, and there will be nothing to share for those that are below. But in this system on platform, it is not so. All income are openly seen. If you get to the website Kcg Online, every day you will see the total inflows coming into the system in this section that is called the total global active. You also see the total global registrations per time that's coming in real time, almost every minute, every hour, every second. When you see things going on. And also too, you also see your co-colleagues, comrades, people that you are sharing the same rank with, that you are likely going to be sharing profits with or sharing passive earnings with on a daily basis. So this system is self-sustaining and you don't have any fear of it's going to scam very soon. No. That's why you see that we are putting a lot of efforts into building our team, building confidence in a lot of people, telling people about this because we know the system is self-sustaining and it won't, end up to make people cry in any way. It can be here for as long as we all want. So these are the other features of the company. King's Capital Global itself is a conglomerate that it has several facets. If you check the website too, apart from K-shares, there are other products that will be launching out very soon. K has, from the leaders presentation we had earlier today, is coming out very, very soon. Anytime soon, it's going to be. This is going to be like the advertising section of KCG as a conglomerate, as a group. You understand? So we're going to be having an advert platform where you can advertise your products, your services, anything you sell. As it is you can have a website attached to it, you can have a link attached to it, and advertise it on this platform. So that's why K-shares is like, one of their very first products, because K-shares is going to be like a community building aspect of the conglomerate itself. So K-shares is like a community platform for K adverts, and from there they begin to go into the other aspect of it, the K social, the e-commerce part of the K market, K exchange, and K utilities, and all that. But they are basically these two key products. K ads is, in fact, I think it's gradually showing a little bit on our back office. If you check your back office, you'll be saying advertise this here, right here. So they are launching this very soon from the meeting we had today. I most likely my next going before within the next few weeks, we are going to be seeing this coming out fully, so you can advertise the business on this platform. And as many users of K-shares, as many people are logging into K-shares, that are doing their activations, that are registering people, they will always be seeing your advert, and you don't know. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 of them can just be interested in that your advert is flying around, and they can also patronize. So it's an all-encompassing platform that has almost all these features in it. So that's what the products of KCG Global are all about, and K-shares is actually part of it. And also too, the good side of it is that you can actually be a part of this platform with a very, very low startup capital of $2. So you can decide to purchase K-shares with $2, and with that, if you can meet the requirements, qualification required, you start earning passively also from this company. So I've talked about self-sustaining. I've talked about it being a semi-smart contract because it's transparent, and also it's a rev share system, because what they do is that 100% of all inflows that comes into the company is distributed. Number one is in form of daily payments to people who have already activated their accounts. It's also distributed in form of incentives through referral bonus to people who are also inviting persons, building the platform alongside with them. And also the good part of it is that daily withdrawals is available on this platform. So as you are joining, you are making your money, you also have the privilege to also do what we call cash out of your funds every day. So you can cash out your money anytime, any day, any hour that you want. Once you have the minimum requirement of $10, you can do your cash out. So let's quickly look at the major thing that's brought us to this presentation tonight. How do we earn? How do you earn? For those that joined along, you will have heard us doing some calculations. We tend to do some breakdowns on how this daily passive earnings part comes in, because I know to a large extent we've been doing a lot of typing on our WhatsApp, trying to explain to people, but somehow it might not be easy to just quickly pick it or grasp it right away from just typing. So that's why we decided to make these daily presentations something that's going to be very regular. It's going to be every night like this, at least Mondays to Saturdays. Maybe Sundays we can take a break to rest, but we're going to make it consistent so that a lot of people can get to understand how this system work and how it can actually be of immense benefit and contribution to their financial life. This is something that can give people as huge as $200,000. It's something you can make as huge as $2 million if you decide to put in all the work into it. Whether as a passive investor or whether as an active investor, you're going to make good money. So let's talk about this first income part of K shares. Number one is daily passive revenue sharing. The way this one works is that it works with what we call a straight line matrix. For those that have possibly done in matrix programs and the likes like that, there's what we call straight line. Straight line means that people begin to file down one line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and downwards like that. This section of the daily earnings part, first of all, talks about what we call the ranks. The ranks basically is just to give you a prestige as a member of K-shares. The first rank level is starter. The next one is agent, builder, up to the final rank, which is the grand ambassador. And what that means is that for you to be on a rank, you are qualified for a particular amount of profit share from everything, all the inflows, all the revenue that the company makes for itself on a daily basis. So for you to be on the starter level, that means that you would have what we call on the straight line that I just explained now, you have what we call an active global team. This active global team is not your own headache. It's not your own worries. It's not something you bother yourself about, because this is basically a straight line that is being filled by all activations that have been done on the website. So it's possible for you to join today now, and within the next 3 hours of you joining, you will have seen your active global team that has grown by let's say 50, and have grown by 100, 200, just within some few hours of registration, because all activations that is coming into the system is firing out on that straight line. So let's say, for example, you register now and your number on the straight line is number 1. That means the next activation done on the website, whether it's through you, whether it's through somebody in South Africa, whether it's through somebody in Zambia, whether it's through somebody in United States, whether it's through somebody in United Kingdom, as far as there's an activation and you have already activated your account before that activation comes, that activation falls under you. So you consistently see that this global active part consistently fills up without you doing anything about it. This is not your own worry. This is not your own headache. It's a straight line, and L activation falls on that straight line one by one downwards, and it continues to grow. You see that every day that one continuously increases without you doing anything about it. So the other part of daily aspect of it, this passive is the daily income, which has to do with the percentage of the total daily activations done that you share with the other persons or the other members or the other people that are on the same rank as you are. So that's why when you join the system also too, if you check your back office, if you check the home page of K-Shares website, you are going to be seeing a section displayed like this, where you are going to be seeing the total active, meaning the total activations done, and you're also going to be seeing the ranking positions and the number of persons that are on that rank on a daily basis. So for example, in this situation now, we have 73 persons that are on starter, 31 persons that are on the agent rank, 43 persons that are the bronze builder rank, 16 persons that are on the builder rank, 21 persons that are on the gold rank, and 47 persons that are on the supervisor rank. So this rank will continuously increase based on how fast this global team is increasing, and also based on how persons are joining and activating the accounts. You understand? So let's still measure ourselves on just this first rank starter. If, for example, in a day, 100 activations come into the system, let me minimize this a little bit so that you can, because I want to do some maths here. Okay, so let's say, for example, in a day, I think like over the weekend, we've even had an average of like 300, 400 in a day. So let's say 400 activations happens in a day. What that basically means is that 400 times $2 has come into the system because each activation costs $2. If you're activating an account in Kcglambo, it costs you $2. So if you have $800, 400 activations done in a day, which is equivalent of 400 times $800. That means everybody on this starter level that are qualified with at least one direct referral under them, or they are possibly bought referrals under them. Because in this system too, if you don't want to talk to persons, you don't want to start doing the recruiting, talking to people up and down, sharing flyers up and down the streets, you can actually, buy referrals for yourself because there's the feature in your back office that allows you to do that. We call it the one-click multiple account creation. So you can just refer yourself and it qualifies you to earn on a particular rank. So let's say, for example, you have one referral, so you possibly bought one person under yourself, you bought yourself under yourself. That means if you are on this starter level now, and the total activation done in the system is 400, which is $800, that means you are going to be qualified to earn 800 times 0.5 divided by 100. So that means everybody on this starter level are qualified to earn from these $4. So how will these $4 now be distributed? It will now be distributed on the number of persons on that rank level. So for example, now we have on this level 73 persons on this starter level now. So that means this 4 is going to be shared among 73 people. So that means each person now in their daily earnings for that day that 400 activations happen on this site, each one of them, they are going to be getting $0.05 or 0.0547, whatever. Let's just do an approximation of $0.05 credited to them. Those that are on, let's look at the next rank level. Those that are on agents now, for example, now, it's $800 we are still working on, which is 400 activations. Those on this now we get what? 800 times 1 divided by 100. They are going to be sharing $8 because it's 1% of the total daily activation. So those people on this agent level now, they are going to be sharing what? $8 all together. So let's look at, for example, now in agents, we have 31 persons on agents. So that means if you are on agent level now, if you are an agent on this platform, you are going to be getting 8 divided by 31. You and everybody on that agent level. In this instance, now we have 31 persons now. 8 divided by 31. So that means everybody on agent level for that day, they are going to be getting 0.25 credited to their account. So let's look at the next level. Those that are on, let's say, the builder level now, they are going to be getting 1.5%, 1.5% of that 800 divided by 100. That is 12. So we will now look at those that are on the builder level. You see the builder? Yes, the builder level. How many people are on that builder level now? 16. So that means those on the 16 persons now will now share this $12, which is how much? 0.75. So they're going to be seeing 0.75 credited in the account for that day. And the good side of it is that this system credits you every day. I think by 12 a.m. Nigeria time, you'll have seen your earnings credited to your back office right there. So you can do it. If you check your earnings sections under your back office, this earnings section, you will see all your earnings credited to your bank. You can see everything, 2359, 0.00. It doesn't exceed this time. You always see them. So as it's getting credited to your back office, you'll be seeing it dropping also to in your wallet, and it continues like that every day. So you continuously earn every day based on your rank that you are, and also if you are qualified to earn on the rank. What qualifies you to earn on the right? 2 things: active global team and also your active directing. So what I basically advise is that if you check out the total income you also earn, because as you are earning every day too, there's also a max you can earn. on that level. So I always expect persons, so I always advise people to grow with what you have on your global active team. Don't sit down on just starter. I expect that you grow along, because if you are, let's say for example, you have just one director and you are still on the starter, and your global active team has grown to like way over 2,000, you are wasting these funds. You are not supposed to just sit on sharing 0.5. You should be targeting the higher levels where you'll be sharing bigger profits. You can see those that by the time the companies start getting up to millions of activations coming in every day, they're going to be sharing 10%. 10%. So you should be targeting the higher levels as the company start growing. In fact, currently now, if you check the total activations that's been done on the website, 4,639, and this is just done. The company just launched 2 weeks ago, August 15th to be precise. So it's just barely 2 weeks old, and just I think 2 weeks old now as we speak as of today. And 4,639 activations has been done already on the site. So that invariably means that those that are on the supervisor level are even sharing, they are earning from the larger chunk of the money every day. So your target should always be to aim high. And the company has also made it easy for you that you don't really need to start talking to persons, start, fighting with your friends and family that you must register by force. No, this company too has made it easy that with just one click, you can create accounts under yourself that will stand as your referrals. How do you do that? Just go to my team section, click on add a new account. You can create as many accounts as you want. So as your global team is building, as it's growing up, you can start, adding more accounts to yourself. The good side of it is that you don't need to start registering with another name. You can still start your same name, your same email, your same password to create all these accounts under yourself. Just type in the amount of account. If it's 5, if it's 10, if it's 25, you want to create. But as it stands as of today now, I advise people to start with like 25 accounts, it's like $50, so that you can start getting good income straight from the supervisor level. You understand? So that's how the passive earning side of this company works. So you continuously earn every day. And so far, so good. For the past 2 weeks, let me quickly show you a chart. For the past 2 weeks, the company actually used to post, the averages that has happened. Last week they dropped one, and as at yesterday, this is the one they dropped. As at 29th August, on average, for those that are on the supervisor level, they've been earning on average 1.23% every day. That means those that started up, activated 25 accounts under themselves, spent like $50, they've been earning 5.2. In fact, they've earned a total of $9.23, which is like a total of over 18%, just within just within 2 weeks, passively. This is using their money without talking to anybody. You understand? They've earned it. So it's a very, very lucrative system that's going to be here for a very long time. And the best side of it is that the most interesting part of it is this part of the balance on the inflows and the outflows. It's not going to be more than at this point. So you are very confident that this company is going to be here for a very, very long time to come. So that's basically about the first earning part of this comp plan. So let's look at the second part of it. These other ones you can read on the slides, when the daily earnings were created and all that, So the second part is the active earnings. This is also very interesting for those that have been seeing a lot of our adverts. You can earn $2 million, $20 million, $200,000. This is where it all lies in. Because it is a low startup, you can refer as many people as you want. Your referring power is not limited. You don't have to limit yourself to I have to bring 2, I have to bring 3. No. The good side of it is that on every person's you bring that registered under, you get 10%. So let's say you first somebody and the person just immediately did like 50 accounts, 25 accounts. That's like $50. That means instantly you get $5 credited to your wallet. Let's say you first somebody that just did the maximum account of 200 accounts, just activated 200 accounts straight. That's like an equivalent of $1,000. You earn 30% instantly if that person does that. That's like $100 straight instant to yourself. So you can make huge, amazing income from this. So this income is 10 levels deep. That means first level, 10%. If your referrals also to start referring to, you get 5%. If these ones to continuously refer, it continuously grows down to 10 levels, up to 0.1%. So that's where we now came up with the calculations. That's where the company also came up with the calculation that, for example, if you have a team of just 10 active persons under you, and they are all doing this duplication process, they are all working hard every day. At least they are bringing 10 persons, registering 10 persons every day. If it wants to, if it's going to be super fast, each one of these 10 persons are also like registering 25 accounts. You are just going to be seeing yourself almost every time you refresh your account, you are going to be seeing something dropping into your wallet. That's the most interesting part of it. And the good side of it is that because the passive side is so balanced, it's not going to give you a headache of, are they not going to scam us very soon? That part is completely zeroed off. It gives you confidence to build this part without any fear or without any, mindset that it's going to scam very soon and all that. So you can earn as much as, if you have an active team of people doing the work building, you can earn up to $20 million because the earnings accumulate very fast because 10% on the first level, let's say 10%. If this 10% brings 100, you get 5% of $0.110. If this 100 brings 10 each also to 1,000, it increases to $80. If this 1,000 brings 10 persons also to, or they just keep activating accounts, it doesn't matter, it must be 10 persons, just activating accounts, 10,000 gives you $0.0600, and down like that up to the 10th level where you get your 2 million, $20 million, way over $24 million in total. So that's how you make money from this company. So I want us to look at it critically and also learn and also find a way of positioning ourselves very, because we are like the early birds, we are the early starters. A lot of things are still going to happen. In fact, it's just gaining momentum globally. People have not even known about Kcglambo. So let's seriously maximize this on time and let's build incomes on time. So let me just quickly pause there as I allow some time out for some questions from you before we call it a day tonight. Please, if you have any question, you can either type it on the chat box or you can just unmute yourself, or you just tell me to unmute you, then we'll take the questions. Thank you so much. Questions based on what I've explained so far. Questions. So questions, please. Anyone with questions? I don't want this meeting to go past 30, 40 minutes max every day so that I can allow you rest for the night. Okay, I can see somebody.
Hello?
All right. Yes, engineer.
Are you
Welcome.
hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear now, sir.
Yeah, my name is Engineer Evans Ohaji. I appreciate your presentation, and actually I came across this on Facebook and I clicked on it, and since then I've had a lot of interest on it. And when I discovered that you have a presentation, I had to, cue into it. Now my question is this: the currency used in this networking is dollars. Is it real dollar or cryptocurrency dollar in terms of Bitcoin and all that? And okay, that's one. Two, within the group, because I can see about 8 people present in this presentation, like you, that is the presenter, can we always fall back to you in case of buying this dollar from you in order to fund our registration and all that? Because sometimes when you tell people about this kind of investment and you mention dollar and sometimes Bitcoins, it becomes so difficult for them. How do we fund it? Do we have people within us here that are reliable that we can call upon? Please, we want to buy something, and they will now listen to us and then, answer us promptly. That's my question, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thanks for joining us for the first time tonight. We just started our Zoom presentations today. We've actually been doing much of our presentations on WhatsApp, but we felt it's better we start doing much word of
correct.
mouth interaction. You know, there's a level of communication you get to when you talk than just chat. You know, you miss some things when chatting.
You're
But
right.
when we talk like this, you know, it becomes a little bit easier for everybody to at least understand. You understand? So thanks
Yeah.
so much for joining. We actually have a group that we call an escrow group for people that don't know about Bitcoin. The major deposit and withdrawal feature of this platform is Bitcoin because it's a global platform. So you have people from China, people from India. If you join the global Telegram group, maybe after this I can drop you the link to. You
Yeah,
see
fine.
people from all walks of life that are taking positions there. So that's what comes a Naira domicile platform. It's basically in Bitcoin. So, but what the system now does is that they have a wallet-to-wallet transfer feature in the back office, which we here in Nigeria also use, maximize that feature for those people that don't know about Bitcoin, because I know a large chunk of our people here are not too. In fact, once they start hearing Bitcoin, they get scared. You understand? So what we now did is that, okay, instead of bothering about how to use Bitcoin and all that, we have some selected people that we trust that I know I've been doing business with for quite a while. What they just do is that they fund their own wallet with Bitcoin. So they have wallet balance every time. You understand? So if you want to buy now, let's say you want to activate your account, all you just need to do is just come to the group that, okay, I need $20, I need $50. Instantly, you pay the person Naira, and the person will credit you the wallet equivalent of that in dollars to your back
That's
office. So you
good.
can quickly use that to activate your account. If you also want to withdraw, all you just need to do, come to the group too. I have so amount of dollars to sell. So we link up with maybe one of the admins that are, okay, this person has dollars to sell. Who wants to buy? There will always be buyers for platforms like this. So wallet transfer directly with Naira is always done easily using that means. So that's how we do that. Or even if there's no buyer on ground, all you just need to do is just transfer the wallet to us. We withdraw with Bitcoin, help you sell it to Naira, credit to Naira. Understand? So what you will do for me is that after this meeting, I'm going to drop my WhatsApp there. Just give me a chat up. I will add you up to the group too, so that
Okay, fine.
you can always do your direct buying in Naira, you know, using that escrow that we created first, so that we can help ourselves. I just dropped it 0906121212. That's my WhatsApp. So we can
Hey, too fast, too fast. Small, 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 small. Repeat.
I will drop it on the chat. 0961.
It's breaking. It's breaking. Small, small.
Okay, sir. 090
Mm-hmm.
61
Mm-hmm.
21
Mm-hmm.
29
Mm-hmm.
12.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Your
Yinka
name,
is my
sir?
Yinka.
Yinka.
That's
Okay.
my,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, sir.
Mm.
I appreciate. So we are going to having more and more of these Zoom meetings coming up every day like this. Every night we are going to be having this. From tomorrow, we are changing the time to 6 p.m. because some people are saying that 9 p.m. is a little bit late. So we want to be making it 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. every day. So we might be having different presenters. I know as we begin to grow up, a lot of us here now that we are training will also turn up to be presenters too. So you might need to be running shifts so that the bulk of the work will not be on Yinka and maybe one or two persons. So we can distribute maybe each day we have different presenters on Zoom to do that. So we expect that we are going to have a lot of millionaires coming out from this platform in the very, very short while. And every one of us are going to enjoy this platform very well. So I have Mr. Dekunle here. He has submitted himself. I don't know if he wants to say one or two things before we call it a day tonight. Hello, sir.
Go on.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, brother. How are you?
Fine, sir. Fine, sir.
You can go on with the presentation.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it.
Yes. Yes.
All right, sir. So we expect that tomorrow we have a much more fuller house. Sorry for sending out the link out late today. Tomorrow we are going to be having the link sent out on time because we have some some of our friends from Kenya, Zambia, South Africans, they are ready to go and they will be joining us full force from tomorrow. That's why we need to adjust the time to also accommodate those people that are on, different time zones like us. So that's why tomorrow it's going to be 8 p.m. We are going to be starting 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. so that we can have all other countries also being a part of us. Thank you so much for everybody that's made time out to be here tonight. I appreciate every one of you. Please do have a great night rest and we'll catch you off tomorrow. So please, tomorrow, feel free, share this same link to your friends, your prospects. Let them also be a part of tomorrow's meeting. 8 p.m. on dots. We start by 9, we are done. And we'll continue doing like that for every day. Thank you so much. Have a lovely and great night rest. Good night, sirs.